somebody threw another green dildo. Was it the same one? Does this person have multiple, or is this an imposter?
It's a repeat offender. The only thing I don't like about the Wiggles now is that they're like DEI, like there's 8 of them, there's black ones, there's women. It's just like it was not this way back, and it's too much to keep track of.
Good morning. Let's go. Testing 1 2 1 2.
Your mornings are about to get a whole lot messier.
Stop calling me that, you heifer. Can we say that on air?
You guys are wild.
Wake your ass up.
With VONT, CHAP, and Justis. This is Morning Commute.
Justis has been in the streets like literally all weekend. You've been out and about.
Yeah, I've been in the streets heavy, bro.
Per usual.
Yes, it is the messiest morning show podcast, Morning Commute. Justis. Well, first of all, my name is VONT League, joined always by my brothers in podcast crime, Justis Greg and Justin Chapman. We call him Chap.
What's good?
Justis, where you been at? You've been like literally every day this week on your story. I've seen you like somewhere.
Yeah, I've been out and about. A lot of stuff has been going on in New Jersey,
which is really good.
Yeah,
of course.
not yet. Facts. Last night, I went to SmackDown, which was cool. I got some like cool like last minute cheap tickets. So me and my homies went to Dallas BBQs first, and then
my God, bro!
I know.
I'm so upset.
I know.
Dallas BBQ is this delicious restaurant. If you've never been, the biggest one I think is in Times Square, like right off 42nd. But they have them all throughout New York. Period. Like even like Tribeca area and up to whatever. They built one finally in Secaucus, New Jersey, which is like not far from New York. But I'm so pissed because it's so much more accessible, and I'm not even in New Jersey anymore.
Every time I post BBQs on my story, Vont swipes up.
It's so good, bro. Literally, their drinks are fire. Their food, like their barbecue, it's top notch for real.
Yeah, went to SmackDown last night. Chap went to SmackDown too. We just like it's so funny. We missed each other last night.
Crazy thing is, before I went, I was like, I should text Justin to see if he's here. But I'm like, nah, he ain't say nothing last week, so he probably not gonna come up. So I'm like, all right, I took my girl. Me and my girl went last night because she's been to a WWE event. She's never been to a SmackDown, and I was like, yo, I've been trying to go for a minute. So I just bought it in the morning. You know, that's when tickets are cheap and shit. And then we went. And I'm like, bro, like, it's been a minute since I've been to a WWE event. It was packed, bro. You already saw it. It was packed, bro. I was up in the rafters because, like, those are cheap tickets. But when I say, like, barely any wiggle room, bro. But the energy was there. Like, New Jersey's really showing off.
You weren't in the rafters, though, right, Justis, for SmackDown?
I was kind of up top, but yeah, I was in like more of a suite.
Nah, don't say kind of.
Didn't invite nobody.
Yeah, don't say kind of because you want to try to save face. You was in a suite.
First of all, I didn't buy the whole suite. If I bought the whole suite, I definitely would have hit up and talking about, yeah, let's, pull up. But also a couple of days ago, I was a Prudential again. So Ty the Creator got some last minute tickets for that too.
Bruh, it looked like outside. That's all he is.
It looked like such a good show. Nobody ever comes. I'm in Minnesota. Chap's in. Well, you're back in Jersey, but you go back and forth between New York. Justis is in New Jersey. I'm so pissed nobody ever comes to Minnesota ever.
Who's in Minnesota to see?
Ludacris was here a couple of weeks ago.
I mean, shout out Ludacris.
Right.
I'm not going to disrespect Ludacris on this pod today. Nah, but Tyler, bro, is one of the not even just rap performers, one of the best performers in the game right now. Like the attention to detail he puts in his performances, the visuals.
Yes.
Crazy.
I agree. I low-key was thinking about going, but I'm not a big Tyler fan like that. Also, like, he's not like rave culture, but I want to say he's like on the cusp of it. And like, I'm not a raver. Like, I'm not in the mosh pits. I'm not in that. I'm not in that culture. I'm not in that subculture. I see you be catching the tickets like day of though, so that's great.
That's how you do it.
Justis got money.
No, I promise.
Nah, he do got money. He do got money
because Justis be outside. When I tell you.
Let me tell you, bro, you got to catch the tickets like a day before they lower the prices because they're trying to get rid of them.
Word.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. But the energy was crazy for sure.
That don't work out for me because when I wait the last minute, the show will sell out and then I never get tickets, which is also funny being that I work at a radio station. You would think that I get free tickets to a lot of things, but it doesn't always work out that way. What would you drop anything to see if you could pick one artist, dead or alive, or group? It doesn't have to be just a solo artist.
That's a good question. He said dead or alive, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because I have two answers, and one of them is going to make you you're going to be like, the fuck.
Let me hear your answers first, Vaughn.
I think both of you know that I love Bruno Mars. I would drop anything in the world to see Bruno because he's a class act. He can sing, dance, play instruments. And Bruno doesn't really tour. Like Bruno will do like a residency in Vegas and then
Yeah.
go do shows in like Barcelona, like some
Yeah.
random ass country, which is shout out to people in Barcelona. The other group I would drop anything to see is the Wiggles.
The Wiggles?
I swear to God,
It's a good pick.
the Wiggles used to have that shit back in the day, bro.
That's a good pick. I don't hate that pick.
Hot potato.
what?
Can you point your fingers and do the twist? The only thing I don't like about the Wiggles now is that they're like DEI, like there's 8 of them. There's black ones. There's women. It's just like it was not this way back. It's too much to keep track of.
He didn't just drop DEI. Like,
DI Wiggles is insane.
I'm just saying, you couldn't tell me that I was not gonna be the first black Wiggle when I was a kid, bro.
bruh. Said
Like-
DEI Wiggle. Clip that. Make sure you clip that. Yeah.
That's not a bad pick though. It's not a bad pick.
The Wiggles used to have bangers. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Come on.
Yeah.
For me, right, I feel like the easy answer is Michael Jackson. I feel like that's like the easy answer. Like I don't even have to say it. I have an answer. It's not a person. It's a specific tour that I would have loved to go to. It was during the year I was born. It was in '99. It was the Hard Not Like tour. 1999. Prime Jay-Z, Prime DMX, Prime Method Man, Redman, and DJ Clue.
It just smelled like hella weed in that in that arena.
For sure. But
Right.
like Hove and DMX and Method Man and Redman, like, wow, they would have been crazy. It would have been crazy for sure.
Yeah,
Nah.
seeing an artist past their prime is like it's not the same.
Yeah, like a Jay-Z show in '99 definitely different than the Jay-Z show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro.
I felt that way about when I saw Justin Timberlake earlier this year and Mary J. Blige.
Nah, you was shitting on Justin Timberlake.
I was, and God bless his soul because he just said that he has Lyme disease.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yup, turns out you should have been grateful to see Timberlake.
Now you need a public apology to Justin Timberlake.
Chat, what about you?
I got 2 people in mind. And unfortunately they're both dead. But Whitney Houston, because Whitney's just the voice. Also, like I watch a lot of her concert videos. And she's just electrifying. Like her persona. That's why Keke Palmer reminds me so much of her, because they just light up a room when they come in. So definitely Whitney Houston. And crazy, like I feel like I'm not a big fan of his, but his shows is just like, what the hell? James Brown, like, have you ever seen James Brown perform? Bruh, I know everybody was coked up, sweat, looking like barbecue wings. Like, I just know it was crazy up in that venue. So I would love to see James Brown.
He was definitely looking like some barbecue. Sweating.
I haven't seen footage of James Brown, but like just knowing his music, yeah, I could imagine how just like upbeat and shit.
Bro.
Like everybody, it had to be a vibe.
Who do you think Michael Jackson got it from? Like, I wouldn't say Michael Jackson's a great performer, but he definitely got it from James. But like James Brown was doing some crazy shit back in the 70s. Like, again, coked up.
For sure.
All right, gang, let's get into it, man. It's the Messiest Morning Show podcast back for, what is this, episode 34? Let's get into the Black Twitter Report.
From the latest rap beefs to the hottest debates, and even the messiest celebrity scandals in between, it's the Black Twitter Report on Morning Commute.
Speaking of artists, Drake is in the Black Twitter Report because he's going to be making an appearance at the Toronto International Film Festival this year for, get this, a Degrassi documentary.
Who could
Which
cook
is,
that up?
I have mixed feelings about it, right? Because how long ago did Degrassi end? At least 20 years.
Never watched it, so I couldn't even tell you.
Well, again, they like kept doing it. I think it ended technically a couple years ago, but yeah, he hasn't been on for like, got to be like 20 years.
And Degrassi was like not teen, but like a more serious teen drama, right? Like it was up there with like more serious than The Nanny, but it wasn't as like kiddish as like an iCarly, right? On Nickelodeon.
It was like a less artsy Euphoria.
Wasn't
Yes.
it? I thought it was like Zoe 101.
No.
It was much more serious because Drake got shot. That wouldn't happen on like a Zoe
People
101.
get shot, people get pregnant. Yeah, like
Okay.
it was not Zoe 101, bro. Definitely not.
Degrassi, we can't deny, has had like an impact on, people, especially our age, I think Gen Z and the culture. So it makes sense that they're doing like a documentary about it, right? It's called Degrassi, Whatever It Takes. It's going to premiere at the 50th Film Festival in Toronto. But the fact that Drake is going to it and keeping up with his Degrassi star or co-stars, I think is funny because, not funny, I just think it's interesting because Drake is Drake. He has so many better things to be doing. The reason I think that my man is doing this is because he needs to win Toronto back after Kendrick curb stomped his ass.
Wait,
in
no.
Toronto.
No. I don't think he needs to win Toronto back. I think he has to go
Right.
to Toronto because they got his back. Like when Kendrick went to not Kendrick, Rick Ross went to Toronto. I don't know if you ever saw that video. Like they just started fighting him because obviously like Rick Ross was like said something about Kendrick or whatever. So I feel like he has to go where like the fan base is, like they know Toronto's gonna ride or die for Drake. He needs to go back and like have that grounding. That's just what I feel.
No, yeah, I agree with you. I think even he knows deep down that he took a L, and I feel like he's been doing damage control a little bit. I know he's like dropping the album soon,
Definitely.
but like I also just don't like how he's kind of like taking like the victim route, where
That's
like you saw him
been doing throughout this whole
Yeah.
back and forth.
like I don't know if you saw, like he was like, yeah, I've gotten this far. I got this far by being a good person. I've never been a snake. Like, all right, bro, like let's not act like you're the victim here. Like you didn't rap about Kendrick Lamar beating up his wife, which was never
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like he's being avoidant. Like I feel like we gonna throw that under the rug, like this in the past, but like still throwing little shots here and there. But at the same time, like I'm better than this. I don't got time for this. Like let me move on.
That's what it's gonna be for here on out. Like for the last like 10 years before the beef happened, it was Drake and Kendrick like throwing subliminal shots, and then the beef happened and now forever it's gonna be them throwing subliminal shots again. Because Kendrick Lamar still throws subliminals here and there too.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be like that again.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, from Drake's standpoint, like you lost. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. But
You're not gonna admit that though.
no, yeah, never. But I do like this though. I watched Degrassi. I binged Degrassi during COVID. And I think it's gonna be cool, him doing like the doc. I'll watch the doc, you know what I mean? But yeah, it seemed like damage control a little bit.
It has to be, because not only was that so long ago, and Drake is such an icon, right, compared to everybody that was in Degrassi, but I also feel like him being in Degrassi ruined his rap image a little bit. No, like it kind of
At first,
like it kind of fucked up his image a little bit because of not only was he an actor, so the transition was hard, but just the character that he played.
I think I feel like you're right. But I think for a different reason. I think like when you listen to this music, to Drake's music, he's always talking about like, for some form of fashion, he had like a rough upbringing. Like he had it hard this way, but you was on Nickelodeon and Degrassi. So I feel like it's gonna eat at his credibility just a little bit.
Yes.
That like, okay, you sitting there, like one, he about to look mad different. Like, and not saying like like everybody on Degrassi was white for the most part, right?
No.
there was some black people.
Yeah.
Okay, but I feel like he's gonna be the oddball out. Let's just say it. Not only because he's famous, but because like he's gonna dress different. He's gonna look different from everybody. He's not gonna look like that same Drake that was on Degrassi. I feel like everybody else gonna look like middle-aged white people. Like let's say it like that.
I feel that. Yeah, I think that like since he's come into the game, that's been part of his reputation, like him being an actor, to the point where I think a lot of people believe that he doesn't like really live that street life, and like kind of like he's not really Drake. He's kind of like an actor portraying a rapper. You know what I mean?
That's deep.
So,
That's a deep shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be. I think it's true to an extent. You know what I mean? I feel like at this point he's probably like, dipped his toes enough in the rap game. He's kind of become Drake in some ways, but yeah, he's always gonna have that image to him.
Is it a bad thing that like your character gets confined to a wheelchair? Because like I don't know, it was just such a pivotal story point, because then the rest of he never got out the wheelchair, he was paralyzed.
Nah, because it's a show. They could just say, "Oh yeah, he got back up."
I agree.
Because it's been like 20 years. Like he could have learned to walk again.
No, but I'm saying like, how would you feel like if you were on a TV show, and I don't know if Jimmy Brooks was loved or not, but then you just get shot and now you're just stuck to I don't know. It just makes me feel like a less important character.
Nah, I feel like
now I'm like the sympathy character. Everybody has to feel bad for me.
But I feel like eyes is eyes. You got attention, so like, bam, here you go. Here's the spotlight. Some people will get it how they like it.
Yeah, a lot of storylines come from that, and also from an actor standpoint, you don't got to stand up all day.
I guess, but then you have to then your muscles with the wheelchair.
True.
Learn to do that shit.
Your arms gonna get
Justis,
big.
you got a point, but I ain't never think about it like that.
We're on Instagram and TikTok at Morning Commute Pod. In a hot second, we're going to talk about Amy Bradley is Missing, which is it's in the top 10 on Netflix right now, a documentary about Amy Bradley who went missing back in 1998. Going to get to that after Pick Your Poison, which is a Morning Commute staple we've done since 2020, since we did this show in college.
Word.
On the radio. Pick your poison is like an extreme version of Would You Rather. We are going to give you 2 options, and you have to choose which one you would rather do.
I'm excited. What we got
Chap,
today?
Justice, and you listening. Pick your poison. Have no AC in your car in the summer, or have no heater in your car during the winter. I repeat it one more time for the people in the back. Pick your poison. Have no AC in your car in the summer, or no heater in your car in the winter. I would go no AC in my car in the summer. Because everybody had that first car that had like a beat down AC. You probably had to crank the window to get air. Like everybody's gone through that. It is almost impossible to survive in your car with no heater in the winter.
I disagree with you. I would always choose being extremely cold over extremely hot. And I'll tell you why. Because when it's extremely cold, yes, it'll be tough, but you can layer. I can't deal with extreme heat, especially me. I have leather seats. There's no way I can deal with no AC in my car. Like, absolutely not. At least if there's no heater, I could like throw on another jacket, put on some gloves. Like, I'll make it. Like some days when it's a heat wave like that, I need the AC. So I'm personally going no heater.
I'm going with VONT. Like, I think, like you said, people definitely don't have no. I feel like you find more people that don't have AC than people that don't have heat, because you can easily put down the windows and have that air blasting in there through like the windows. Also, like when it's cold, your fingers, I don't know about y'all, but your fingers and toes start hurting. Like this wasn't a car situation, but I remember junior year college, like my room, the first 3 weeks of winter, I didn't have no heat, and they were like, nah, it's fixed. I'm like, bro, my toes are hurting right now, bro. I can't even step on the floor. I don't want to ever go through that in my car. I'm good. So I'm gonna go with no AC.
The only reason, Justice, the only reason I disagree with you, like I agree if we were talking about in the house, right? Like if I'm in the house, I'd rather be cold than hot. Is that what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be 10 times cold because I freeze my girl and my dog out. Like when it's out summer, I love this. Give me an excuse to crank the AC. But in a car, bro, you can roll the windows down, and even though you're still hot, you'll get some type of breeze. Yeah. I live in Minnesota, where it gets like below 0 a lot of the time, and your car also probably won't function if that shit is cold.
Yeah.
Bro, sometimes it is so hot, even if you roll down the window, it's just hot air, bro. That shit make it hard to breathe. Like, I definitely get what y'all saying. I just think it's probably just a preference thing. Like, if it's too cold, I can deal with that just because I can layer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I could put some gloves on. If it's too hot, bro, like, fuck I'm gonna do? Like, take off my damn shirt and drive around shirtless? Like, nah.
But my thing is, all right, you have no like, say you do have AC, like that shit kick in, you're fine. If you have no heat, like you can layer up, but you're still going to be cold either way. Like
nothing you can do.
Yeah, like you're just sitting in the cold at that point.
All right, so one more time around the room. Pick your poison. Have no AC in your car in the summer or no heater in your car in the winter. I'm going have no AC in my car in the summer. Chap?
I'm no AC. I'm with you.
Justice?
I'm going no heater in the winter, man.
Go follow us on Instagram at Morning Commute Pod, or else you won't get invited to the cookout.
It's number 5 on Netflix. Amy Bradley is missing. It's a 3-part documentary about Amy Bradley, who was a 23-year-old. 1998 was on a cruise ship and disappeared one night out of nowhere. Man. Fellas, did you watch it?
The cruise docs is going crazy right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I want to know who's paying Netflix to just shit on the cruise lines, because between Trainwreck, Poop Cruise, and this, Justice, did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Well, we're going to get into what it is, but it's 20 something years later and she's still missing. Like, I know that feeling has to be like gut wrenching. It's like for a family member to someone is there. Cause it's like, bro, what could have done different?
Yeah. What I want to know is, as I watched it, I wanted to know what's harder, not having an answer and just, still having a little bit of hope that she could be out there, she could show up one day, or having an answer and making it finite. Like, at least she's in a better place, or at least I don't have to keep worrying. Like, what's a better feeling?
Definitely not having an answer. I mean,
yeah,
having an answer is better, because then you can get closure.
100%.
Give yourself time to grieve. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro.
Let's talk about it though, fellas. What do y'all think happened? What are your theories?
The crazy thing is, I think they know that these documentaries, because me, I'm a big crime doc person. I love it.
You're
They
also
know.
a big conspiracy theorist.
Yes, I'm also a big conspiracy theorist. I think they know what happened. Like, you can't tell me all this is adding up and like you're like, oh, I don't have an answer. Nah, you have an answer. It's right there. All you have to do is just like bring people together. I think one of the hardest things is convincing people to like go fight for something. Like, you have to convince people like this is something you want to put your resources in. So like our example is like she was lost in what was the place? It was Curacao. Yeah. So the authorities there don't want to like investigate like that. Bro, here's all the information. All you have to do is help. That's all you got to do. I feel like we already know what's happening. I'm glad that it's getting exposure because now it's like putting pressure. You're putting pressure on it. I'm hoping they do find her these coming years. I still think she's alive, and I'm praying that she gets her family. But come on now, let's stop acting dumb. We know what's happening.
Let me give a little context real quick before Justis.
Yeah, go ahead.
What you think happens? If you haven't seen it, she's on the cruise ship with her family. It's like her parents and her brother, and she comes in late, like in the middle of the night, and she goes on like the deck of their room, and the dad is laying on the bed, so she has to pass her dad to get on the deck or whatever. And it's like 5:30 in the morning, and he wakes up and he sees like her feet are there, and then he falls back asleep, and then 6 o'clock in the morning comes, not even 30 minutes later, and she's gone. There's no trace of her, nothing. And so there's conspiracy theories about like, did she fall off the boat? Maybe not, but then there was a bass player in like the band on the boat that showed a particular interest in her, and so and then they question him in the doc too, and they're like, did you lure her somewhere? And then what I think is one of the craziest things is like whenever she went missing, they docked in, I don't know if it's Curacao they were in or Barbados or wherever they were.
It was two different places.
Yeah, but the cruise director was like, I'm not giving out like a missing persons thing because there's 2,000 other people on the ship. I don't want to ruin their experience.
He was a dickhead, bro. Just period. He was a dickhead.
Yeah.
All right, Justis, go ahead. Conspiracize.
Yeah, it was probably it was I guess a different time, right? I mean, it was how many years
25 years ago.
Yeah, so I guess it was a different time. I truly do think they did like a piss poor job investigating. I know it's like under international water, so it's tough. I agree with Chap. I do believe she's still alive. I don't think she fell overboard. I don't think she jumped or anything like that. I think that the fact that we found out that she was like out that night, that she was out in the club with that dude Yellow, forgot his like real name, is definitely fishy. I unfortunately I do think it probably like went to like the human trafficking route. As far as the woman who was like revealed that they thought was Amy Bradley, I'm not completely sure. I don't think they look that much alike.
They were alike. They were alike.
A little bit, but I don't know. You never know though. You never know. Hopefully something happens where they find her. That'd be an amazing, but like I hate to be like, I don't know, the bearer of bad news, but like I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like too late at this point.
Too late?
Yeah. It's been 25 years.
Bro, she's young though. She's still young. Like she was 23 and she's missing. About now she's like in her 40s. It's like
it's been over 25 years. I don't think she's alive.
Bro, she's alive, bro. She's 50 is young. That's
I'm not saying
old.
I don't think she just I think they killed her. God forbid. I do hope that they get answers, but I think that God forbid, but it went the human trafficking route because there were witnesses in the doc that said they seen her like in Barbados and like the Curacao area or whatever. They seen her and they even had conversations with her, right? And human trafficking can happen to anybody. I literally just watched Sound of Freedom, which is such a dark movie about human trafficking, but it's really good. I suggest watching it. I think she got trafficked, but I think as this thing became more like mainstream and like people started talking about it, and then just as 25 plus years go by, I think this woman whoever took her might just be like, it's a risk to keep you, and you're also old, so like I have no more use for you, if that makes any sense. And it sounds insensitive to say, but
my thing is, if we dispose of you, now that leads back to somewhere.
I guess that's true. I think it like if you heard that story of the lady that supposedly saw her in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like that whole story, I think it makes sense that like because like she possibly has kids, that maybe that gives her like reason to stay. Like she's like, oh, I need to stay with these kids because at this point, right? If you're grown, it could have been, she could have escaped somehow, or like someone might have saw her, but maybe she partly doesn't want to be found because who's like, if she does have children, if she leaves, what happens to them?
I think. Go ahead, Justis. Finish.
I was just it's a mess up situation.
I think that's how the story is going to be solved. That's my prediction. Hopefully, I pray to God that they do find her. But if anything, I feel like her kids are going to grow up and, you know, whatever, they're going to get out of the situation at the end and they're going to do some type of genealogy test, or they're just going to question everything and they'll be like, hold up, something not matching here. Maybe that's my mother, or like maybe like this is connected to something years ago. There's a lot of stuff that is still being solved, but are solved 70, 80 years later. And we have new technology, so I have hope that things will wrap up.
Hopefully, man.
I also feel like, go ahead, Justice.
I was just saying, whether she's alive or dead, hopefully get answers.
Hopefully it's alive. Like I pray that she's alive.
There's answers. I also think from watching like Law and Order SVU and even this doc, I think they said it at some point. Stockholm syndrome is definitely a thing where like the victim, so Amy Bradley in this case, starts to, I guess, empathize with their abuser. So maybe Amy Bradley's been so brainwashed or even drugged so much to think like I have to stay with this person and like believe everything that they tell her.
I don't know. I feel like there's some hope. Also, it's maybe I can only speak for myself, but it's such a scary feeling going around like different neighborhoods, and I'm like, bro, there could be somebody in the basement walking past this house right now. Like, that's the crazy shit that be going through my head. I'd be like, bro, the world is scary.
You be watching too much SVU.
I do watch too much SVU. I watch too much crime docs SVU. Like, bro, the world is crazy, and that shit goes behind in like the back alleys.
I got my my Finn pop culture.
Yo,
that's bad funny.
SVU baby, and then I have like a little SVU gavel up here.
That's bad funny.
Keep your eyes peeled. I'm telling you, we're going. Hopefully, we still doing the pod and we, you know, bring it to somewhere even on a bigger scale. And we're gonna run back to this episode and be like, hey, we talked about this. Look, it's solved.
You think?
Yeah, I will. I hope
so.
We'll see, man. Yeah, it's going crazy on Netflix now, so maybe someone will see something. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know your thoughts, though. Like, really, like, do you think there's a possibility that she's still alive? And also, do you think this could be solved?
We always end the Morning Commute podcast with the messy moment of the week, and we've had some pretty messy moments, but I think this one kind of gets to the top of the list. Justice, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, so a couple of days ago during a WNBA game, somebody threw an object on the court, so they had to stop the game, and ended up being a green dildo.
Hayes gets blocked by Maya Caldwell. Something flies on the court. Actually,
that was it. It just went past.
The crowd.
Yeah. Yep.
The
Oh, that looked like a
officials
golf
will say
ball.
they will
I think
continue
they're
to
gonna show
play
it.
as that goes off the fingertips of the Valkyries. And you can see the object, the block right there. And the object comes, that green bounces.
It came from up top. When I first saw this video, I thought it looked like it fell out of somebody's pocket, is what it looked like.
That's crazy. It definitely did not.
Wait, so how?
Oh, I think they show it too.
How did they get into
exactly
the
where
arena?
we're not sure
That's
where
what
it
I'm
came
trying to find
from.
out. I guess it's not metal, it's
No
plastic.
room for any of that type of activity. Yeah, and no one's picked the object up yet. You guys,
Wow.
Whoa.
It's so funny that they show it and they figure out what it is, like, and they slowly pan away. Yeah. So
Oh my gosh. Okay.
yeah, obviously people were upset about this, you know, it's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
And it happened again last night. Somebody threw another green dildo. Was it the same one? Does this person have multiple, or is this an imposter?
It's a repeat offender.
A repeat offender would be nuts.
Nah, what's crazy is on like we watch Law and Order. It's like somebody with the same MO. So it's like, oh, we have a copycat.
Facts. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Got a list from the basketball.
Wow.
I'm glad homeboy did not pick it up with his bare hand.
Yeah.
He grabbed it with his shirt and then like wrapped it up. You know how pissed off? Not even pissed off. This is a great bit. I love this, but it's just so funny because I'd be like, again, god damn, the green dildo was at it again.
Yeah, it's funny to an extent, I guess. I could see where, you know, people find it disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Dildo Danny got to be stopped. Like
Dildo Danny. Yeah, please, they need to find that.
Bruh.
Find Dildo Danny, please. No.
I think I'm just not a big fan at all of like people throwing anything at like performers and whatever. Like even at these concerts, with people throwing shoes and phones and water. Like last night when we went to the WWE event, they took our caps of the water and they're like, yeah, we gotta take this because people have been throwing caps at like the performers. And I'm like, bruh, we can't even enjoy a show anymore. Like, why people just can't be mature? So I feel like one is disrespectful. Two is just like we could have just not have done this. Three, how did this get into the plate? Like, yeah, it's not contraband or anything, but like, did nobody be like, hey, why do you have a dildo in this bag? Like, you want to put that in your car, Danny? Like,
fire the security for real.
I wonder how he hit it. Like maybe he like put it in his pants and like it just looked like he was bricked up.
Why do you assume it's a guy?
It could be. You're right. And no, but you know what this is gonna end up leading to? This is gonna end up leading to stricter security. We're gonna be being pat down at these arenas. And it's gonna be very annoying.
It's gonna be airport security.
Yeah, for real. Like Dildo Danny, wherever you are, whoever you are, you going to hell.
Please stop. Like, come on, nobody got time for that. Like,
I'm just gonna laugh if we just start seeing WNBA games on TV and this just keeps happening because it's like, first of all, I've never seen a green dildo. I mean, I'm sure they exist, but like it's the same dildo. So whether it's the same person or just a repeat offender, it just makes it so much funnier that it just keeps. This is like your ongoing thing.
Yeah. Somebody needs to be stopped, please. I'm all for like if they find a person, they need to be like banned from all WNBA games. Like that's sure. I feel like that should be a thing. But sure. You know, VONT dabbles in the sex toys, so like it's just kind of crazy that you haven't seen a green dildo. You know, since you got all the dildos in the office.
It's not in my assortment. It's not in my bag of tricks.
Got you.
You know what, chap? Now that you mentioned it, VONT, where were you during these?
Excuse me.
Where were you during these? We cracked the case, chap.
Right.
We cracked the case.
One case solved. 1,000 more to go.
Next up is Chap on the Epstein Island list.
Yeah, don't say that. Nah, that's you, brother. That's you.
Hey, thanks for listening. It's the messiest morning show podcast. We always say we never know what you're gonna get, and we definitely don't recommend listening around your kids or on the Bluetooth at work. Maybe plug in some AirPods and send your friends the link.
Facts.
But this is what the show is. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok at Morning Commute Pod. If you want to watch the show, because we do it audio, but we do visuals too. You can go on Spotify and search Morning Commute with VONT, CHAP, and Justis, Apple Podcasts, and the iHeartRadio app. They sign my checks. And if you want to watch, we're on YouTube. Just look up Supervillain Studios. And you can listen to me and watch me and kiss me on Instagram at VONT League. You can cash at me for my birthday. My birthday's coming up Tuesday, August 12th, baby.
Oh, shoot. I'm not saying happy birthday to you.
Well, you're going to kiss me.
Okay, sure.
At VONT League on Instagram. And you can listen to me on the Dave Ryan Show Monday through Fridays on 101.3 KDWB on the iHeartRadio app. Chap.
You can find me at Justin Chap, JUSTYNCHAP on Instagram and TikTok.
That was real zesty.
Why it gotta be zesty? Why I just can't be happy? Huh? Why I just can't be alive and animated? You know,
little zest in there. Little zest.
Come on now. It was a little sex toys, being outside, doing some strange things. Y'all need to be the ones to worry about. All right, my zest is the least to worry about. Okay, Justis.
You can follow me _Injustice on Instagram, ladies. Subscribe to Supervillain Studios.
Not men.
Yeah, I guess y'all too. Subscribe to Supervillain Studios on YouTube. Follow Supervillain Studios on Twitch. We've been doing album reactions. So yeah, look out for that. And go to supervillainstudios.net to copy your villain merch while you can.
Mm-hmm. Thank you always for listening. Back next Monday for another episode of the messiest morning show podcast. If you tapped into this morning show podcast thinking you were going to hear something wholesome, you are sadly mistaken. We're the messiest morning show podcast. Morning Commute.